So Debbie, you sometimes have gone into homes of families who had open cases with the state social services agency to follow up on problems that originated in school or could have had an impact on their case. So you may not have been seen as an entirely welcome visitor. How did you establish relationships with families and the trust that you needed to do your work?
So anything you can do to empower the client who feels so unempowered is the beginning of engagement. Just like you wouldn't go into your friend's home, I would hope, and not say, well, you know, I really don't like the music you're playing right now. Being rude, being judgmental, when you're in somebody else's environment, you're trying to empower them, but they're also in a very vulnerable position. And you see some things that, you know, it might not sit well with you, but that's why you're there. I always tried to make them feel like I felt honored being in their environment, that I felt it was, not honored, a privilege to be there. The one thing I was blessed with was incredible supervision. And I got a lot of support because as a young outreach worker going into some homes, I went into the home and came running back for supervision as fast as I could. And that support was always there for me. I'm just saying that I've seen workers from the state just say, okay, we've got this horrible situation and I'm trying to help you and trying to get information, you know, basically through their attitude saying, I'm not judging you, but you know, here's the deal. You know, either you do this or your kid's gone, or you do this or you don't get the services. And I've seen, you know, people who would be incredibly resistant because they've been burned by these systems, you know, open up. I've also seen workers go in and they won't sit down and they look around and, you know, they're talking to the parent and they're writing, you know, or taking notes, which you have to do, but you don't have to do it that moment, you know, and I was uncomfortable with that. And it wasn't my home. I'm really glad she ain't come to see me. Which just puts off people. You don't get the information you want anyway. You can't figure out if it's safe or not because people start to shut down and lie to you.
So the importance of establishing your attitude as being a guest, there's a lot of ways to do that, even if it's not voluntary.
Right. Because you're more likely to get more information than not. And some of the older estate workers I met, you know, have harrowing stories and they've been in all kinds of homes and they just approach it as something you do and they get information. But again, the training, they have had so much training, so much supervision, still getting training and supervision. And I can't stress that most.